And as we talk a little bit more about the impacts of the weather, school districts across Kentuckiana also beginning to call out today. Oldham County schools going to virtual instruction, Spencer County going to virtual instruction, along with Henry County as well. We know that Carroll County has already closed their schools for the day. Independent schools also moving to virtual instruction as we expect this winter weather to move through the area here within the 6 o'clock hour. Good morning to you, Kentuckiana. Thanks for sticking with us here on WHAS 11. You can already see some of that rain coming down outside as you step out the door. Let's get to meteorologist Matt Breland. And Matt, it really depends on where you are in Kentuckiana as to what precipitation you're going to see.
Yeah, if you're over in southern Indiana, you are starting the day off more with a snowy, rainy mix. Just across the Ohio River, we're seeing cold rain showers just making their way just towards the south of Louisville. Right here in the Louisville metro, we're right in the bullseye of seeing that wintry mix. So we're going to be in this pattern for the remainder of the morning time. As we head into the afternoon, rain showers are still going to be developing steadily for us. We are entering quite the rainy trend across Kentuckiana as we head throughout the next upcoming days. So we do have our morning still included in this weather impact alert. Some rain showers will continue to bring in some slick spots. There still will be some snow mixed in with there as well. So just be cautious, use slow speeds, stay up to date with us here throughout the morning time. Still seeing some of those drops happening on our camera here facing downtown. This view brought to us by U of L Health and Bachman Auto Group. Temperatures right around the freezing mark for a few of us. 33 near Fern Creek, 34 Shepherdsville, but 35 near the airport, 37 downtown. Over in southern Indiana, we've got temperatures that are right around the freezing mark or below, 30 near Seymour. So that means they are seeing better chances for some snow showers this morning. Throughout the rest of the morning hours, this wintry mix likely continuing with rain focusing closer towards Elizabethtown, Munfordville. More of that wintry mix likely for Louisville and also in southern Indiana. As we continue throughout our afternoon, still expected to stay under a rainy pattern. Here's a look at your bus stop forecast. Rain showers continuing on your way to school. On the way back, you could still expect that cold, rainy pattern to be present. Let's look at your weather details. Continuing to look good to go. Here is a traffic update for you guys. Continuing to keep this in mind this morning. Wintry mix around for all of us this morning. Some snow showers farther towards the north. There will be some slick spots out there. We will continue to keep you updated. We've got a live view that will be coming up here soon. Jim?
That's right, Matt. Thank you very much. We'll get to meteorologist Matthew Willoughby and our photojournalist Hayden Sorgenfry giving us a live look at the roads in just a few minutes. But first, we begin with our top story today. New airstrikes and a rising death toll in Iran after the U.S. and Israeli strikes killed Iran's supreme leader over the weekend. We first brought you this story on GMK over the weekend, and now we join ABC's Marcus Moore with the latest details.
Overnight, President Trump giving new insight into the military action in Iran, telling ABC News the U.S. attacks could last 4 or 5 more weeks. His statement coming just hours after the announcement that 3 American service members were killed during an Iranian attack in Kuwait.
We grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, and sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is. Likely be more.
Central Command releasing new video showing the U.S. destroying what appear to be Iranian fighter jets, drones, and ballistic missile launchers, among other military targets. Israel claims roughly half of Iran's ballistic missile launchers have now been destroyed, but Iran is responding. At least 9 people were killed when an Iranian missile hit this Israeli shelter in a synagogue, and at least 5 others were killed across the Persian Gulf states as Iran deployed missiles and drones at military and civilian targets. A drone blasting this residential building in Bahrain. And in Qatar, people running for their lives.
You can see the air defense interceptors going into the air in those bright flashes of orange, and you can also hear the loud booms. This is what we've been hearing in Doha all day today.
In Kuwait, those 3 American service members who were killed were reportedly part of a unit overseeing supplies and logistics. 5 others were injured. And inside Iran, the death toll is rising, with more than 1,000 people reportedly killed since the U.S. and Israeli attacks began Saturday. President Trump over the weekend justifying the attack.
They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions.
But some question whether Iran posed an imminent threat.
I saw no intelligence that Iran was on the verge of launching any kind of preemptive strike against the United States of America.
Marcus Moore, ABC News, Doha.
President Trump says the new potential leaders of Iran have indicated that they do want to talk. We did see Iran's interim leadership council meet this weekend, but Trump did not elaborate on any plans for future U.S. negotiations.
Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now.
In the aftermath of those attacks, an anti-ICE protest turned into a call for peace in downtown Louisville. People showed up to rally against the Trump administration, but the focus shifted after news of the attacks in Iran. Some Iranian Americans here in Kentucky told us that they are now more afraid for friends and family still in the Middle East.
Yeah, we're terrified. Terrified of what could happen, because I don't believe that the leaders of this country or of Israel have the best interest of their own people or the Iranian people at heart.
We also heard from some Iranian Americans who celebrated the actions of the Trump administration and thanked them for taking down their dictator. The former Supreme Leader Khamenei had been in power since 1989. Many Iranian Americans say that they were waiting for President Trump to fulfill a promise that he made back in January, posting on social media that help was on the way for protesters who were being killed in Iran.
It's just like this has happened. This is what something was people was waiting for. And people were waiting and waiting and keep asking what happened. Is he going to hit or not? So finally it happened. It's not over yet, but people are really happy that they finally have a chance to overthrow that brutal regime.
The Jewish Federation of Louisville also provided a statement on Saturday's action, saying that they pray, quote, for the safety and security of the people of Israel, our brave U.S. service members, and civilians throughout the region. We stand with the Iranian people who yearn for their freedom, end quote. Some Kentucky elected officials also responding to news of the attacks. Representative Thomas Massey, who has been vocal on requiring congressional approval over Trump's decisions in recent months, said on social media, I am opposed to this war. This is not America first. When Congress reconvenes, I will work with Representative Ro Khanna to force a congressional vote on war in Iran. The Constitution requires a vote, and your representatives need to be on the record opposing or supporting this war. Governor Andy Beshear saying, in part, quote, the American people were promised by the president that he would avoid foreign conflicts. Generations of Americans are still dealing with the long-term impacts of the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. The president could have made his case at the State of the Union, but instead played political games. He owes Congress and the American people a full explanation, as these actions put American troops at significant risk, end quote. And over in Indiana, senior Senator Todd Young does agree with the reasoning behind the operation, but says he wants more information on the attack, saying in part on social media, quote, nobody wants more conflict in the Middle East, but Iran can never have a nuclear weapon. I look forward to Congress being fully briefed on the operation and included in discussions about any next steps. The American people will have questions pertaining to the nature of these threats, risks to our troops and homeland, and objectives sought. Their questions must be answered, end quote. And you can stay up to date with all of the breaking details as they continue to come in right here on WHAS11 and on our WHAS11 app. We turn now to some lighter news here in the metro area. The 2026 Pegasus pins are here. This year marks the 54th edition of the iconic Derby Festival pin, featuring a teal and silver horseshoe and Pegasus. You can purchase those pins for $7 in advance or $10 at the festival entrance when Festiville does open up. Pins are available at almost any grocery store and gas station here in Kentuckiana. And after buying a pin, you can, of course, enter it online for a festival giveaway chance at more than 12 grand prizes, like up to $2,500 in gift cards, an Evan Williams bourbon bottle dipped in gold wax, or $20,000 if you are one of those lucky ones who draws a gold pin. Happening tomorrow evening as well, you can attend a Pegasus pin party out at Main Event. So plenty to get you thinking about spring here in the next few days. But Matt, first we have one last taste of winter.
That's right, and it is starting to start this morning off with a messy pattern. Rain showers starting to advance their way into Kentuckiana with a mix of some snow showers as well over in southern Indiana. We're going to continue tracking out this weather pattern as we head throughout this morning. The more weather details coming up.